Joan Vassos weighs in on potential issues with Golden BIP. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is weighing in on what she thinks about having a potential Golden Bachelor in paradise. As Joan settles into her life with Chalk Chapel, she shares her thoughts on other potential matches and also possible issues that could arise if a Golden BIP is announced. What did she have to say about it all? Keep reading to get the scoop. Joan Vassos shares thoughts on Golden Bachelor in Paradise. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos found her second chance at love. She's even been helping her fellow contestants from both the Golden Bachelor and the Golden Bachelorette possibly find love connections. So far, she has attempted to connect Leslie Fima and Jordan Heller. There are also a few others that she didn't reveal names for. Fans have fallen in love with anything that has to do with the golden spin-offs of the franchise. So fans are hoping to see a Golden Bachelor in Paradise. What does Joan think about that possibility? She says she's not so sure it would work. Why? Joan went on to say that she's not so sure they would have enough men and women to appear on the dating spin-off. She spoke to Decider and she said, "Several of the men have found love. Several of the men from the Golden Bachelorette have found love after being eliminated from Joan Vassos' season. Fan favorite Mark Anderson appears to be dating One Tree Hill actress Barbara Allen Woods. Jonathan Roan also found love on his own and is in a happy relationship with Michelle Zimmerman. Others continue to look for love and are exploring various possibilities. Joan has even played matchmaker for a few of them. It hasn't been announced if there really will be a Golden Bachelor in Paradise. However, even host Jess Palmer has said he hopes the franchise finds some way to incorporate the Golden cast into the upcoming season. What do you think about the potential for having a Golden BIP? Do you think they should just have some of them go on the regular season of Bachelor in Paradise? Joan Vassos has learned a thing or two about love in the spotlight. The inaugural Golden Bachelorette didn't just walk into her role with open eyes. She walked in with decades of lived experience, a lifetime of hard-won lessons, and an uncanny ability to spot trouble before it even knocks on the door. So when the chatter began about ABC possibly spinning the Golden concept into a Bachelor in Paradise-style edition, complete with sandy beaches, margaritas, and a house full of retirees ready to mingle, Joan's ears perked up. Fans swooned at the thought of silver foxes in swim trunks and sun hats, but Joan couldn't help tilting her head and thinking, this could be wonderful or wonderfully complicated. A different kind of paradise. Speaking candidly in a recent interview, Joan laughed about the mental image of a Golden VIP. "I can already see the sunscreen commercials lining up," she quipped, and someone yelling, "Don't forget your hat," instead of shots. But her humor was paired with thoughtfulness. Joan pointed out that while the premise might sound lighthearted, mixing personalities in a high-pressure, highly romanticized environment isn't for the faint of heart, especially for people who have spent decades living independently. In our 20s, we go into these shows a little more willing to compromise, a little more adaptable to drama. But when you're older, you really know who you are, and you're less willing to put up with nonsense, Joan explained. That's both a blessing and a challenge. Potential pitfall number 1, communication styles. Joan has noticed something unique about her age group. Communication can be a double-edged sword. On the plus side, older daters tend to be more direct, she said. "We've had relationships, we've been married, we've raised kids, we don't waste time playing games." But that directness can also come across as bluntness. And on television, bluntness can look like drama. She envisioned a scenario where a well-meaning comment about someone's choice of swimwear spirals into a tense, on-camera feud. You'd be surprised how much a single misunderstood comment can blow up when you're in a close environment, with producers nudging you to share your feelings at every turn. Potential pitfall number 2, health and comfort logistics. While Joan is the first to say age shouldn't stop anyone from adventure, she's also practical. If you're filming on a beach in Mexico, you have to remember heat, humidity, uneven sand. Not to mention we're not 20 anymore, she said with a chuckle. We have knees, hips, and lower backs to consider. A paradise with no shade and a lot of stairs might not be everyone's idea of romance. She imagined producers having to balance the show's signature fantasy elements, late-night bonfires, ocean swims, with realistic accommodations like shaded cabanas, plenty of water breaks, and maybe even earlier bedtimes.